Should a woman take Anavar or Tren? I know this sounds like a dumb question, but it's an actual question. Hey everyone, welcome to Miami Life and Fitness, a channel about fitness, nutrition, anabolics, and how to cycle. If you're new here, then welcome. And if you are back, then thank you so much for your support. Thank you to all my members. Hope you're all enjoying my videos and my photos about cooking and training, etc. We'll get into some anabolics videos soon. So, in today's video, this is a real question. Should women take Anavar or Tren? So here's the thing. This comes because I recently spoke to someone on the phone, and this person had a coach in the past that was giving her a whole gang of stuff. The gang is starting with the entire cycle, Anavar and Primo, okay, normal, Anavar, add Primo, okay, pretty normal for a girl, no problem. But then on top of that, they're adding Test and Tren. Why do coaches do this? Why do male coaches do this? Why do they give a woman a cycle that's exactly identical to what a competitor male cycle is? Why do men do this? Why are men so careless and irresponsible and do things without considering a woman's femininity and what can happen to her in the long run if she continues to take these types of androgenic compounds? So this is why it's a legitimate question, because, okay, should a woman take Anavar? Sure, maybe. Does she need it? Does she want it? What's the purpose? But should a woman take Tren? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. For those idiots that are going to write, oh, well, you took Tren. Yeah, I did. I've tried every single compound, but I did that for me because I know the compounds. I've studied them. I've been around them. I know about them. I know the molecular breakdown of them, and I did them within a short amount of time so that I wouldn't get any negative sides. But I wanted to see everything, to test it, and to actually feel what it does to the body so that I can have my personal opinion and view about talking to somebody transparently without having to guess coming from a woman, because I'm going to be judged by men and women. And anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, but yes, I did take it for, I think it was 3 or 4 weeks, and it was magnificent. I won't do it again because I have no purpose to do it. But at least I can talk about it, and now I know what the guys say when they're like, man, that stuff is amazing. And yes, it is. But when you give women Tren or even testosterone or EQ or Anadrol or D-ball or Deca or anything of that nature, you are putting her at a very high risk to get masculinization, virilization, and negative side effects that are unwanted, and some of them may be irreversible if she takes them for too long. So, you know, if a woman takes testosterone for 3, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, yeah, whatever side she get will probably most likely be reversible. If she did it for about a year, maybe not. You know, again, there's really no guarantee, and everybody's body and everybody's DNA genetically is made up differently, and just everything is going to react differently in the body, where some women may have masculine side effects and some women will stay completely feminine. So it's really just a disgrace, and it's really careless and irresponsible to even think about giving a woman who's not even interested in competing, but just when she tells you, I just want to get lean and ripped, that you just want to give her a really high dose, actually not even to bullshit, a man's dose of Tren a week and a man's TRT dose of testosterone a week. It just really makes no sense, on top of the Anavar and Primo. So listen, these hormones really take a lot of effect in our body. A woman's body is very sensitive, and we respond very rapidly to anything, because even though we have testosterone, we have about 1/10 naturally, at least when we're at healthy levels in our 20s. And for those that are on hormonal replacement, high five to you. But when you have healthy levels, we have about 1/10 of the testosterone that men do, or that men should have, unless you're transitioning to Yasmina or Guadalupe or Fredwina, whatever your name's gonna be. But the thing is, you cannot blindly, just because a woman says, I want to get ripped and I want to get toned, you cannot just give her what females take, and then you can't just put her on a guy's cycle. I mean, it just really makes no sense. We really need to know who we're dealing with. We really need to know who we're going to put our trust in, and we really need to know the types of compounds that we're going to be put on or that we are suggested to take. You can't just take something blindly because it could have a negative effect. They did temporarily while she was taking it during the months that she took it. Thank God she didn't complete a whole year, but it did have negative effects while she was taking it. Luckily, thank God for her, when she stopped taking these massive male doses and men's cycle, the side effects did reverse and did go back to normal. So now she is completely back to where she started from. So now I have her on a respectable cycle, very low dose Anavar, maybe adding a little bit of Primo, but that's really it. Again, we have to play with the body first. These are hormones, and again, everybody's going to react differently, so we need to start slow. We can't just say, well, I want to look like her, and she took Anavar, Primo, Clen, and Windsor, I want to be on the same cycle. No, you can't do that because your genetics are differently. The way your muscle will develop is going to be different than hers, and your body's going to react differently to the drug. Where you only, I'm sorry, it's not a drug, it's a hormone, but your body may react in a fantastic manner, in an incredible manner, just by taking 10 milligrams of Anavar and 25 milligrams of Primo a day, whereas that other girl needed additional stuff. So we really need to start slow, start with one compound, see how our body reacts with that. And then if you want to, in a couple of months, increase or add in something else that is more female friendly, that is on the anabolic side, then you can do so. But you just can't start on a whole gang of cycles, starting with 3 or 4 different supplements, just because Guajira del Sur or Maria de la Esquina started with that same cycle. It just doesn't work that way. And I just really wanted to get that out there because it infuriates me, because each day I learn about something new or someone new taking a man's dose and a female that is given a man's cycle and doing a man's cycle because the man is suggesting it to her, knowing that he's giving his male athletes the same thing. It's just completely absurd, completely irresponsible, and these men are clueless, and really they should be really just eliminated from the sport to begin with. It happens all the time here. I see it all the time. I hear it all the time in Miami and all over the US, even all over the country, outside of the country. It's happening everywhere. And women just don't talk about it because they're scared, they're embarrassed, and a lot of them just feel bad because they are embarrassed because they just followed what the coach said because they had trust in the coach. And sometimes we really need to know who we're dealing with, because that coach does not have the best interest for you if he's not looking out for your femininity and for your health. That's the end of the video. Hope you liked the video. If you found this informative and you learned something from it and you gained information from it, please share to someone who will learn from this, for somebody who needs it and for somebody who needs the knowledge, so we can share so that people can get educated on anabolics, how to cycle. And if you do need to cycle, you do need a food plan or training plan, please email me at miamilifeandfitness@gmail.com, or go ahead and book your consultation on my website at www.miamilifeandfitness.com. Everyone, have a great week, and we will see you soon.